what time is it? There's not many people on, is there? Last couple of nights, there's not been many people on, and I'm not sure why. Maybe everyone else is double busy as well. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in this third week of October 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Virgo's feeling, first of all, please. Right, in the challenge position, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Do you know how often the Wheel of Fortune's coming up at the moment? It's so weird. I can do like 12 zodiac signs, for weeks, and this barely comes out, and it's come out like every sign this week. Wheel of Fortune upright is, we're moving into a period of good luck. We've got that shooting star, the lucky cat at the top. When the wheel's reversed, we're stuck in a karmic cycle of bad luck because we're not heeding the red flags that we're seeing. We're keeping in a relationship that's bad for us, or we're repeating behaviours that are toxic towards others, After a time of working on yourself, Virgo, the wheel should turn upright. And this is the challenge. So you could be working on some sort of bad habits or tendencies that you've got at the moment. And you're like, when are my ships going to come in? I've been doing my homework. I've been doing my introspection, my dark night of the soul. I need some good luck now. So we've got a tower moment coming, and I know that because a tower reversed is trying to avoid major change happening, existing structures being pulled down and replaced by new ones that are better for us. It's Aries energy. When the tower's upright, the tower's happened or it's about to happen. When it's the challenge, do you see how weird that is? It's like we're kind of pushing back our own good fortune because we're trying to stay in the past. We're trying to stay doing something that's not healthy. We're trying to resist change. And so your good luck's not coming in. And you're not a fixed sign. But there's something that you're not allowing. Not allowing the tower to fall. Ten of Swords, when it's upright, is the most pain a person can experience, before the cycle has to complete. It has to come to an end. 10 is the end, There is swords up every part of that person's body. Every part of the sword's extra as well. When it's reversed, just before we got to the end of the cycle, we decided that we were going to drop those worries, that pain, that fear, that anxiety. We chose to drop it after a long period of suffering. So you were very resistant to something that actually needed to fall apart, and after a very long period of resisting an ending, you've kind of allowed it. Yeah, lack of balance, reciprocity, equal give and take, the Strength card, unrequited love, and the Emperor reverse. So a lack of leadership, you know, just going with the flow, being passive, putting up with, you know, less than what you deserve. The Emperor is, you know, the highest status in the tarot deck. It's 4 kings. All 4 kings. So the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Someone who's very compassionate, patient, someone who's strategic, you know, does their research, someone who plans, someone who's generous, you know, hardworking, loyal, has a good relationship with the material world, someone who's ambitious, driven, you know, successful, egoistic. The Empress is the major arcana for Aries. Look at the ram heads, you know, so there was a lack of leadership when it came to an unrequited situation, and that is why you weren't getting a period of good fortune. You were trapped, sort of. Trapped in a cycle, but hopefully you've learnt your, you know, learnt your lesson, put up some boundaries, got rid of whoever this was. Let's get 3 cards for the one that's coming in for you or showing up for you. I'm kind of expecting it to be the one you were dealing with, because this looks very recent, like you haven't healed from it yet. I don't know if this person is a Gemini, okay, but there was an ending. They could have left you, refused to have a rebirth. This could have happened more than once. This, you know, it could have been a soul contract, but it's expired, it's come to an end, it's completed. And if you're trying to hold on to it, it's going to keep you stuck and stagnant. Page of Cups, expression of emotion. Queen of Cups upright, with the 5 of Swords upright. This person could be like, you know, like someone that plays games with your heart. They leave, they come back, they leave, they come back. Let's get 3 for the outcome. Quit playing games with my heart. The Hermit, okay, so your major arcana is upright. Perhaps you're now doing hermit work in the outcome, or you will be doing hermit work. In the story of the major arcana, the Fool realizes that he must do this part of the journey alone. He must walk this part of the journey alone. The answers lie within him. It's time to do shadow work, Virgo. It's time to reflect, the thing that you're best, you know, at doing, to work out why this went the way that it did, What needs to happen now? What was your part? What was their part? Okay. If the rest of the spread was good, I'd say you're feeling good about yourself, you know, like you're looking good, you feel good. But the rest of the spread is all about being trapped, you know, in a karmic cycle, so it's not really representative of that. The Four of Cups reversed is becoming open to love again. Okay, after a period of isolation, you will become open to love again. Page of Wands. So you're only going to be optimistic and excited about someone new so long as you get reciprocity and, you know, a place where you reach like a level up. You need major investment and it needs to be fair. Otherwise, you're not going to be getting involved with anyone. So that's your boundaries coming in, okay? You cannot level up when someone's draining your pockets. So it feels like karmic, to be honest, like someone was playing games with you, like, yeah, they're preventing your success, your level up. And you were going with it, you were facilitating it for a while. For whatever reason, I don't know. Sometimes we do that for children, sometimes we do it because a lot of money has been spent on the wedding. Sometimes they're a really good fucking liar, okay? Let's get a new contact message from them, although I'm reluctant to. Yeah, attention of others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. Well, that's very narcissistic behaviour. Patience. Some things still need to be dealt with for this connection to manifest. I mean, I would not continue with this at all. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? It does look like they're apologising, you know, but they've pushed you away, they've left you, they've pushed you away, you were a soulmate, they want to apologise. But in the outcome, it's like, well, I could go for new and I might get treated the right way. Often when people, you know, are enjoying attention from others, it's because they don't really feel like they've got enough to offer. Like you're going to find out, you know, that they're not what they should be. They're not worthy of like someone to be with. It's not to feel sorry for them. It's just like, that's probably just a fact, you know, like at this point in time, they're not a good option. So they just fuck you around. I just don't know if that's like for now or if like this is them always, you know, like they're narcissistic. So we're going to clarify. Let's get a confession from them. I look at your pictures on my phone. I mean, they're thinking about you. They're going to apologise, they're going to approach, but what are you going to say to them? I think with this Wheel of Fortune in the tower can't be stopped. Okay, you are literally preventing your own good luck from happening in the past, and then, you know, you kind of realise that there was a lack of reciprocity. You weren't in your power, you were too submissive, you were going with the flow. And I just think you really need some time to think about this and think about what's best. Yeah. I've been thinking about you. Raving eyes. See, we've had attention from others and raving eyes now for this person. Keeping possibilities open, obvious flirt, disrespectful. I didn't like it. Playful innocence. Embrace a childish spirit where baby steps lead to joy, not seriousness. Finding forever your path holds infinite possibilities if you dare. They love being in player energy. They're all for that bit at the beginning. They don't like it once it gets serious. They don't like it. So perhaps you've been keeping it light because they wanted to keep it light, and actually it's not what you want at all. You've got some serious thinking to do. Oh, where's that way? Where's that way? That was weird, wasn't it? The way it had fake apology and you got the Page of Cups on their side. Check yourself. They're reflecting on their behaviour. They know it's bullshit, or you're reflecting on yours, or both. Recording, announcing, expressing, revealing truth. Depression. Fake friends. Love story, once upon a time. A situation is about to explode. Things are about to pop off in flames. See, there is the lovers card there, and it says love story once upon a time, but why have they've proper let you down. They've proper hurt the wrong person here. And yeah, it says fake friends, they get encouraged to do that. But come on, it's an adult, that is their choice to do that. It's someone who's an attention whore, it's a narcissist, so if they can't control that behaviour, they're going to do it again. You know, I've turned someone away because I basically know that even with them saying I shouldn't have treated you like that, you've always been good to me, you didn't deserve it. It's well, why did you do it then? And why do you want to come back to do it again? If you don't know why you did it and you did it anyway, and you know that I didn't deserve it, it's going to happen again, isn't it? Because we haven't really got to the bottom of anything. You're just admitting that it happened without any cause, and what you still got to be with me. It just doesn't make any sense, do you know what I mean? I don't think I would ever be able to trust that person. Let's get Broken Mirror. Inferno. chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. Cold shoulder, breakup, distance, separation. Soul contract, soulmate, partnership, spiritual union. Ooh, do you know what I just really don't like? I really don't like this. This person's trouble, you know. They're very chaotic, they create drama. They will probably say that things just happen to them, but they full well know that it doesn't. Like, they make their own misery, this person. Because they're just making bad choices after bad choices, because it's like, do you know how you've got the angel and the devil, and you've got like your conscience telling you like, I mustn't do that because that would make me a terrible person? This person doesn't have one of those. This person doesn't have one of those. They just do what they know is the wrong thing to do, okay? They have the devil, they don't have a conscience. They don't have the angel to balance out the devil. Which means they hurt good people. And they probably won't stop. Just because you can reflect and go, oh, I hurt someone that didn't deserve it, doesn't mean you're going to stop doing it, or that you feel bad that you did it. It was like when this person said it to me, it was so neutral. It's just like, wow. And you've got the audacity to like come back. And it's like, oh, well, you know, I've apologised. So it was like it was a sum or a calculation. And it's like, well, I've apologised, you know, plus tried a little bit to get in touch with you equals you forgive me and we don't talk about it again. It's like, no, not really. Equals 0. Like, yeah, that's the end, full stop. Very strange, very, very strange people out there. Look at pictures all you want, but that is just fancying someone, you know, or thinking, I used to get increments of time, money, and energy from that person. I should call them again. Which you can do that with quite a neutral. It doesn't mean you're coming from a place of love. You can do that with quite a neutral mindset. You're just kind of calculating things again, doing sums, and do you know what I mean? It's just like a different brain. It's a different kind of brain. If you're a cross-watch and you're like, excuse-moi, I don't think it's you, and I don't think it's your person, your story. This is about someone that is, they don't have conscience, okay? They're probably clever enough to know that they've hurt a good person, but I don't think that they feel remorse genuinely, and I don't think that they would change. Which is why you need to like let the tower fall, and then your good luck will come through. Do you know what I mean? Because you're a facilitator in this. If you recognise all of this bullshit and then you keep going with it, you're a facilitator of it. Which is why you're trapped in a karmic cycle. Pregnancy, someone's expecting. Oh my god. They could have got someone pregnant, but it could just be that they want a rebirth of this connection, and I would tell them where to go, honestly. I'll 100% tell this person where to go. I wouldn't even do that, I'll just block them. And everyone that's, you know, connected to them. Photograph, looking at your photos, missing you nostalgia, making you memories. They're so tempted to come back around. I really wouldn't. I really would not. Healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our faith. Sorry, not our faith. Our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses. While you're doing your hermit work, you're going to come to your senses over this person, and you're going to like start to feel immediate well-being because you're not getting more drama from this. You've put a stop to it. Emergence. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. You'll begin to feel safe now instead of in fear of what's the next drama that's going to happen. There's bits of charm, but what's thrown in is giant chaos. Okay, so we don't want that. We want a peaceful life. You weren't living a drama, filled life before this person came into it. So guess what? Once they're out of it, bang goes the drama, and you get smooth sailing again. Okay, so you're gonna get healing and you're gonna get emergence. Okay, much better times ahead. When's Virgo gonna meet someone new, please? Sooner than you expect. I wonder if you're a Virgo Leo cusper. He didn't have to be, but the message was very similar. Not exactly the same scenario, but getting used, as soon as you let it go, there's someone new coming along that actually loves you for you. It's not going to hurt you. I don't know if they were coming up as a narcissist, but they were definitely doing things for their own selfish reasons. You could be a cusper. If you're early on in Virgo season, watch the Leo reading. If you're late on in Leo season, watch the Virgo reading. Okay, what else do I need to get for you? Serenity. Find serenity in nature's embrace. Nature is your sanctuary. Well, you are an Earth Mother Virgo. You are like the tree hugger. The person that thinks it can hear osmosis, and you are like the Disney princess that's followed by birds. Like you are at one with nature. So I think that's a really good suggestion, actually. You're gonna have some, like, someone new, someone healthy, someone calm, serene, sooner than you expect. Okay, bye bye drama. Oh, look at those wings. Galactic wings. You are supported by divine forces. Spread your wings and soar. Okay, it's all the way up after this. You're on your way up. You're going through an ascension. This wheel, as soon as that tower falls, this wheel's going to turn upright. Okay, life's going to go in your favour. Let's get you a good fortune card and an angel number. A powerful transformation is in store. Embrace it. Wow. Oh my god, look at this. 2-2-2-2. Feminine forces, relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge, listen. Okay, so humble yourself. chat with good friends, you know, be honest, get some sympathy over what's happened because it's awful. You know, you will have been betrayed on so many levels by this person. And, you know, let them tell you how amazing you are and what you deserve. Whether you're a man or a woman, you know, maybe men don't talk to other men about things like this, but hopefully you do. Or you can, you know, watch something like tarot and think about all these things. And even if you don't necessarily want to talk about it, you may feel like you can do, but go back to family, loved ones, friends, colleagues, anyone that you feel has the best of intentions for you, okay? Because that's how you'll get clarity and get your head back together as quickly as possible. Just be around those like people who are very pure, they're on your side, they always show up for you, they're good to you, they don't have an agenda. Because you've been around someone that had an agenda all of the time, okay? And you'll get back to that sense of like who you were before they were in your life, you know. Never feel ashamed that you had somebody like this, because people like this are parasitic, you know, they grab onto people who are functional, they grab onto normal people who have resources, people who are surrounded by a circle of other people who are functional and normal and have resources. It's quite clever, really. You know, it's a dysfunctional person grabbing onto functional people, but unfortunately, they pull you all into the chaos, okay? And you've got to just get yourself away from that person, anyone connected to them. You can't fix that. If someone doesn't have a conscience, you can't fix that. That's just like how they are. And you need to just not let them ruin your life, okay? Right, take care. You have something really good coming far sooner than you expect. The wheel is going to turn in your favour because you're not rejecting the tower anymore, okay? So you let the tower fall, because the tower is always replaced by something better, something that's really, really good for us, okay? If you like this reading, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, Virgo.